have over 1,500 hours playtime in Hello Kitty Island Adventure across 6 different saves. So I thought today I would make a video discussing if Hello Kitty is the right cozy game for you or not. Greetings, Earthlings, aliens, other miscellaneous life forms, and of course my Moonbeam team, and welcome to Planet Moonstar. I'm MX Moonstar. Let's get into it. In this video, I will be mentioning non-Sanrio fans, Sanrio fans, families, couples, and those of us who might have a disability. And I will be touching upon if I think the game is a good fit for different types of people. Hello Kitty Island Adventure is a cozy game unlike no other. While it does share some qualities with other cozy games like Animal Crossing or Disney Dreamlight Valley, it still manages to be unique enough to stand out on its own. In Hello Kitty Island Adventure, you're tasked with helping your Sanrio friends to restore Big Adventures Park and to get to the bottom of the island's mysteries. Complete quests, enjoy a compelling story, solve puzzles, catch the local fauna, take pictures of Gudetama, raise your friendship with people, play mini games, and play through different events all throughout the year and prepare to go on the cutest adventure you've probably ever been on. So as someone who grew up on Animal Crossing, I can definitely say that this game gives me the same excitement I first had when I started playing Animal Crossing for the first time. Hello Kitty Island Adventure is a cozy game at its core, but unlike Animal Crossing, which is also a cozy game at its core, it manages to keep a lot of things more interesting over time. This is because it incorporates a lot of things we love about cozy games, but it also puts its own unique spin on those things. Decorating, collecting items, growing flowers, fishing, catching critters are just some of the cozy and relaxing activities we know and love that this game does have to offer its players. The way it goes about these things is different compared to other cozy games, which does manage to keep things more interesting. Let's talk about now who this game will appeal to. One important thing I feel like I don't see people talk a lot about is the fact that you don't actually have to be a Sanrio fan to play this game. And you don't have to know a single thing about any of the Sanrio characters or the lore, which makes it a perfect introductory game to the Sanrio universe for anyone. Now, of course, if you are a Sanrio fan, getting the chance to make your very own character to interact with the Sanrio characters themselves is such a wonderful and special magical experience. I'd compare this to going to a Disney park and meeting one of your very favorite characters. I'd also say it's a very good game for kids. I can see some kids potentially getting frustrated at the whole having to wait until the next day for progressing further with certain things. You could, though, if you're a parent or guardian or whatever, you could potentially use this as a way to teach them about patience. Honestly, I need that lesson. So if you want to teach me about patience, I would appreciate it. I can also see some kids getting a bit stuck with some of the puzzles. Even I get stuck with the puzzles. I've got tutorials and stuff for the puzzles up on my channel, but even I myself do struggle with the puzzles and I have to ask my partner for help. So you as a guardian or parent might have to lend a hand with some of the puzzles. I would recommend this game for kids and adults alike. I feel there's a lot of aspects kids would like, and there's a lot of stuff in the game to keep things interesting enough for adults as well, me included. This would make the game a good fit for families. There's also a lot of reading involved, and some of the characters use quite big words. because of the personality, and I wouldn't change that for the world. But I do struggle with the reading sometimes because I do have dyslexia, so I can imagine people might get a bit stuck with the reading aspect of it if they're not very good at reading. But if you can play Animal Crossing okay and you're good with the reading there, you should be able to play this game as well. I'd also say that this game is a cute game for couples to enjoy together. I've had much fun with my partner just sort of doing quests together and just sort of, you know, playing the mini games together and whatnot. And I can highly recommend this game for couples. You can both go to each other's islands. There's loads of things you can do in multiplayer. And if you're a couple, there's also like really cute poses you can get if you level up your friendship enough. Yes, if you level your friendship up high enough, there are certain poses you can do and they're just so cute. It's like this like nuzzling one where like you're rubbing your faces together. It's just so cute. Now let's go ahead and talk about accessibility. Now some folks who have disabilities will use games, especially like cozy games, as a way to relax and take their mind off things, you know? And it's important when picking a game to play, you pick the game that's right for you personally. So I'm gonna go through some of my thoughts about accessibility in Hello Kitty Island Adventure. So if you struggle with your hearing, you'll be glad to know the game is playable without sound. And this is coming from somebody who often actually plays without sound entirely. There are also options to turn up certain sounds and turn other sounds down, which is really handy. If you're someone who has limited use of your hands, I could potentially see you maybe having some difficulty with some of the climbing and the jumping in the game, because there's a lot of climbing and there's a lot of jumping to like explore and whatnot. You can get potions and you can get stamina apple slices to help you out with this, but I can definitely still see this potentially being a problem if you're struggling to use your hands. Now, if you're someone who struggles with your vision, like myself, you may find certain aspects of the game a bit of a struggle. The companion ability screen isn't very good, especially Cinema Roll's one. The contrast here between the text and the background is not good and it's not readable. What I would recommend is actually going ahead and memorizing everybody's companion abilities. I will have a video up on that, by the way, when the game does release on the 30th. And I find that the text here is just too small. Now, a lot of the dialogue in game is delivered to you via a semi-transparent black rounded box with white text. There's no way to change this, there's no way to make the text bigger or anything like that. And I'm somebody who, when I read dark with white letters and stuff, I get stripes in my vision, which makes it a little bit hard sometimes. Like I've touched upon, a lot of the text in a lot of the different places is just too small, and there's no way you can actually change this at all. Now, one thing that I really don't like, I mean, yes, they've improved it and it's much better than what it was, but it's still not 100% for me, at least. The dangle menu in City Town is better than it was, like I said, but it's still hard to know what is what. Yes, the different mochi are different colors and that helps narrow things down, but these tiny orange and white little pictures are just not easy to read. It's not intuitive, and it's definitely not easy to see. It would have been much better if they had an image of what was actually in the mochi. So for instance, if it was with a candy cloud, they'd just stick the candy cloud next to it, that would have been so much better. But these tiny, tiny little icons are really, really hard to differentiate from all the different ones, and it's really difficult sometimes. Gameplay, pros and cons. The quests are fun and engaging. The story is so touching and heartfelt. It's all about kindness, it's all about positivity and friendship, and the story is just so lovely, and there's a lot of life lessons through the story as well, and there's nothing quite like it that's out on the market at the moment. So I would argue that this, the way it tells the story, is definitely one that is a good story to share with some of our younger friends and family, you know? And heck, even adults alike. I think it's just a good story in general for everyone. The characters have depth and they're interesting and they have really good writing, and oh, there are some moments where I will just literally cackle because of just some of the writing in the game is just so funny. There's a lot of like references and stuff in the writing as well. It's just a nice treat, honestly. There's plenty of things you can do in this world. All the different areas feel special and unique, and no area feels the same as the other. It's very, very nice to see. The soundtrack for the game is also very good. The sound effects are satisfying and relaxing to listen to, especially in the spooky swamp. Sometimes I turn down the music and I turn up the sound effects, and just listening to the ambience of the spooky swamp is just so relaxing. And listening to the rain in the spooky swamp is like a whole different other experience. I highly recommend you do that one day. The graphics of the game are cute and beautiful. Everything looks so smooth. There's a lot of cute things in this game, a lot of things to collect, and there's something to keep you coming back every single day. Now, the gameplay at times can be a bit slow. Having to wait a real-life day to progress with certain things does have its appeal, but it also has its drawbacks depending on what type of player you are. You have to play a bit every day, otherwise your progress overall may get halted. If you buy the deluxe edition, I'd say that this is a great opportunity to give yourself a head start on the Switch and the PC. But of course, it's not necessary to enjoy the game. It's just nice to have that bit of a head start with things, you know? Puzzles, bugs, fish to find, good atama to take pictures of, chests, and collecting items are all just some of the things you can do in the meantime to keep you busy. Certain events can get a little repetitive. There's a lot of collecting a certain item and then spending it at the event stand, and then that's the loop of the event until it ends. Some events do something a little bit different though, like the Jamboree and the Color Blaze Carnival. I wish we had more events like those. During the event, there's normally some sort of a story taking place at the same time to keep things interesting, and the items can change from year to year as well. Multiplayer. You can do the Haunted Mansion multiplayer puzzles together. There's also friendship levels, trading, and visiting other people's shops, and you can also play the mini games together. But other than that, once you've done all those things, there isn't a whole lot to do. I kind of wish there was some like multiplayer mini games you could play together, like hide and seek or something. I would love to play hide and seek with people. I think that would be so much fun. I would absolutely love to do that, and I would love if they added multiplayer games. Absolutely love that. Like similar to what we had in New Leaf on the DS. I would love a game that had multiplayer mini games like that. Comparing it to other cozy games, I'd say this game is if like Disney Dreamlight Valley and Animal Crossing had a baby. Disney Dreamlight Valley has the same magical feeling you get when you interact with the characters you know and love. And I feel this way in Hello Kitty Island Adventure. The character interactions are so fun and they're so magical as well. You're always wondering what certain characters are going to think of something happening on the island, and it's just a joy to speak to them. And like I said before, the writing is really good. Hello Kitty Island Adventure has a lot of the same charm that Animal Crossing has, but it definitely does a lot of different things, different in a good way. At times, Animal Crossing can feel very restricting with just your island, but Hello Kitty Island Adventure is an open world exploration adventure, and because of this it feels much more exciting to play than Animal Crossing. It's a good thing Hello Kitty Island Adventure isn't exactly the same, because if all cozy games were exactly the same, we'd all get bored so easily. Conclusion: I would highly recommend this game for cozy lovers, casual game lovers, Sanrio, non-Sanrio fans alike. This game is bringing something new to the cozy game genre that is so needed. While the game does have its drawbacks, it does have a lot of strong points that will appeal to a wide variety of people. Ultimately though, if the game is the right fit for you or not is different on a case-by-case basis. If you need help deciding and have questions, let me know down in the comments below. I will do my best to assist you. I make all sorts of Hello Kitty Island Adventure content and guides, so if you like this video, you found it helpful, would you please give me a cheeky little like and a cheeky little subscribe, just a cheeky little one. And then let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I always look forward to reading all your comments. Okay, so I have been MX Moonstar. You folks have been amazing, and yeah, ta-ta!